How's the team feeling 2 weeks out from the big game?
Yeah, look, I think everyone's really, really keen because we've never won one. So the girls that probably have been south, like myself, for a fair few years, to be close to winning one or so close to winning one and then coming second, I think that's kind of still hurting for the ones that have been at South. So we really want it, and it's just about projecting to the girls that might be new this year how huge it is, not only for the club but for us. And I think that's really enlightening a real ruthless mentality. So yeah, it's been good.
Love that. And how do you kind of, I suppose, how do you, get pumped up for a Nike Cup final, but also stay in the moment for the NPLW season? How do you do that as a captain?
Look, I think for me, it's always been about balance. Biggest thing is communication, not only between the girls, but obviously to our coaches, our staff, etc. Managing your body, most importantly, managing your mind. I think was what we've been speaking about, because we've had 7 games in 3 weeks. So and that's tough, and that is tough, on a semi-professional level where you have work, you have school, you have a life basically. So to come in and show up, obviously to the girls, it's been a real testament to them as well. But me as a captain, I think at the end of the day, it's really just reiterating to stay together. You have to. And look, the league and the cup are just two completely different things to us. And I think once you have that mindset, it's easier to focus on. But look, at the end of the day, both are equally as important. We had 3 main goals at the start of the season: win the league, win the cup, honestly, and win the final. We aim high at South, and look, I guess knowing that we have a chance of actually achieving one, it's huge. So yeah.
Let's talk about, I'll skip a couple of questions and we can kind of keep talking about winning that one. What do you have to do to beat Heidelberg?
I think you have to, for a big game like that, you have to show up in small moments. So 1% is everything. We aren't here to show up, we're here to win. So we know how Heidelberg play. They're very familiar. It's an unreal matchup, to be honest, but I've said it to the team, there was no luck involved in getting to where we were. The run that we had was huge. We were up against teams that we probably weren't the favoured for. Obviously having your Avondale and Bulleen, Spring Hills, we had a huge lineup. So it definitely hasn't been easy. And it's just about preparation. But at the end of the day, it's who wants it more. You have to be ruthless. You have to want to kill. You have to want to, it's dog eat dog. You have to want to, leave your body on the field. And I think the more that the girls know that already, which they already have, but the more in the next, 10, 12, 14 days, whatever we're up to now, that's what's going to show, and that's what's going to get us across the line and hold the trophy.
Yeah, love it. So it's going to be a massive weekend.
Yep.
Because obviously the boys play on Saturday as well. This is the first time that ever that we've had 2 clubs, both their men's and women's programs, playing the cup final.
Yep.
How's it been around the club this year, this run? Have you kind of fed off each other? Have the boys been big supporters? Have you done the same? How's it been? It's a different thing. We've never had this before. Yeah,
look, 100%. I think everyone knows how big a club South is, and from the inside, it's everyone's across everything, to be honest. So the girls will stay back and support as much as we can, and the boys do the same. But I think it's almost just respecting each other's space and each other's teams every time where, I guess, in the same vicinity, we all know that we wear the badge. That's what the general comparison is. We all are wearing the badge for the same club. So we all know what it takes, and I said it upstairs in the interview, but we go on about how pressure is a privilege, and the boys know that too. You don't play at South if you can't take pressure, to be honest. So we all know the achieved goal. We want the boys to win, they want us to win, and we want the club to win. So that's basically how it is.